Okay, welcome to the 2024 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel at the Potomac Curling Club at the National Capital Curling Center here in Laurel, Maryland. Oh, you're not hearing you there, Courtney.
I was up. This is the story of my life working from home. People start talking on webcams and they're like, you're muted.
How many times have you heard that in the last 4 years?
Too many. I am now completely designated a remote worker, so that is my life.
It's a small price to pay to get to work from home every day of the week.
All right, so we're just starting out here. People are flipping coins and all.
So just to introduce our teams, our feature sheet is going to be sheet B. We're going to be keeping a close eye on the other sheets as well. But to introduce the teams that we'll be featuring is Take 5. They're from the Philadelphia Curling Club, skipped by Rosemary Morgan. Vice is Joe Hess, second Pat Jolly, and the lead is Maggie McMahon. And they are playing Pop Rocks, who are a local team, skipped by Kristy Bellefontaine, and the vice is Giselle Forbes, second Jenn Skidmore, and lead is Megan Romberg.
And we'll also be watching Sheet C closely. It'll be on the screen most of the time, and that'll be Santa's Sweet Sweepers. Get that tongue twister out of the way there. With from Jersey Pinelands, more S's to stumble over there. And they'll be playing Schulke, a Potomac team.
For those who may not be familiar, the theme of our Bonspiel is cocktails and candy, which is why you may see some candy-themed names of these teams. We have some candy-themed cocktails at the bar if anybody's coming down to the club at some point. A Choose Your Own Adventure chocolate martini that you can get with peppermint schnapps or some Kahlua as well. And then a Jolly Rancher cocktail, which is not my cup of tea, but if you like a sweet drink, it's right up your alley.
So I see Take 5 has chosen a red rock, so we got that color right. On sheet B.
Good job, Ken.
Sheet C is, that looks like Santa's Sweet Sweepers, I think, with the yellow. Yeah, must be.
So we've got Maggie McMahon getting us started here.
So
I expect good ice conditions for this game. The ice was just scraped by none other than Eric Clausen. He's a good ice maker here at the club.
How many Potomac teams do we have playing right now?
There's one on each sheet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, they're half and half. More or less. There's, I guess there's one Potomac person on the Pinelands team here, I guess, but
we've got some fun costumes out there too, matching outfits, some fun headbands. These ladies came to play. Didn't see what the call was there, but I'm gonna say I don't think that was the outcome was what they were expecting.
Yeah, I've seen a couple rocks get kicked off the ice. I'm not sure why. One of them might have come up short.
Focusing on our sheet, looks like we've got a decent weight guard coming around. Well, yeah. Am I having some technical difficulties?
Now it's working.
Okay.
We have a tricky mute button here we're dealing with, but sounds good now, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, let's see if we can get one in the house. It's been a couple guards set up, and they're going to try to come around with this one.
That's a nice looking rock.
Oh, look at that curling in there.
Yeah.
It's still probably going to be mostly open. Yep, it's going to be wide open in case they want to hit.
The first two blockers were nice, though, right down the middle.
You might have to explain to our viewers what a blocker is.
Oh, what are they called? Guards.
We're back?
And we're back.
Well, that's exciting. Oh, and our viewers are skyrocketing. We're up to 6.
That's a 200% increase in 10 seconds.
There were 2 people who had held out. They're texting their friends.
Well,
give us a shout out in the chat. We've got it up on the screen. So
let's do a quick update on the scores, Courtney.
Okay, Cooper, that sounds like something that you could handle.
Well, it looks like maybe some of the scores haven't been hung yet from the last end.
So maybe we'll give it a minute. Yeah, they definitely haven't. Oh, okay, so it looks like we've got a score update on Sheet A. I actually don't have the team names in front of me. Oh, English Toffee is red, and they are up 4-0 over Liquid Courage. And on Sheet C, Team Schulke just hung a single in the second, so it's 1-1 against Santa, what is it? Santa's Sweet Sweepers. Apparently, I passed that tongue twister test. On sheet D, we also have a score update, and it is yellow has 1 point and red has 2. And that is Team Brockman versus High Hopes. So we're all up to date on our scores there. Are you logging on to the stream to give us artificially more viewers?
Is it working?
Actually, we're up to 8 now. Actually, one of the viewers, I think, is us. So we had one person who was spreading the word. I didn't actually see what happened in B, so when they hang that, it looks like the yellow scored 1. Good for them. Tell me when we have sound again, Ken. Oh, I am? Okay. Welcome back again. We'll see how long we have the stream for this time. Do we want to have an over-under on it? Over-under at 5 minutes?
Well, I could probably influence that too if somebody paid me enough to, if you have enough money on it.
Well, unfortunately, they missed a fairly exciting end. There were a lot of rocks in play. It was a fun end to watch. Yellow had a pretty nice shot stone, but Take 5 made a really nice double. Rosemary Morgan, the skip, made a really nice double to Take 2. Let's see. Should we update? We're back online. You should join me. We can update the scores.
Yep.
Have you done score updates, Ken?
Well, let's see what we can do there.
Oh, you got it. Okay. English Toffee it's 4-2 now. Liquid Courage got a 2 in the third end.
And sheet B, we're still.
It's 4-1.
Oh, 4-1. So it's okay.
Sheet C, Team Schulke is up 3-1 now. And on D, it's 3-1 for red. Team Brock. think you have to say something
Yep,
for him
yeah.
to hear you.
Oh,
He hears a woman. The woman, I've met you before, Jason.
Jason Marple has a special announcement he'd like to make. And that's he's no longer an Eagles fan. He now cheers for the Miami Dolphins.
This is what you're using the stream for, Cooper. You're not going to be invited back.
Well, he wanted me to say it, so.
I bet he did.
All right, how are we doing here? We got one red in the house. Shot.
There's actually 2 reds in the house, but red is only sitting 1.
And another red on its way.
We've got kind of a interesting end brewing up on sheet A. Red is currently, it looks like, sitting 4. But yellow does have 1 rock left to make a freeze under the centerline guard and potentially take this away.
Well, that's one thing great about curling is you could have your opponent with a bunch of rocks in the house, and then all of a sudden it just takes one throw to cancel all of them out.
Okay, I think I got everything back running here again, except for that one monitor there. In case you guys are watching wondering what happens, I keep unplugging one thing at a time until we get it working. So right now we're using one monitor, so it's a little hard to tell, but that's what we're showing. So.
I see. That. Okay. Well,
We
got to work it. Better than nothing.
We don't have a lot of internet in this club. I have been told that we only have 10 units of internet.
10 whole internets.
10 whole internet units, which is apparently not enough to keep the stream operating.
It's not an internet issue as much as a hardware issue is what I'm understanding. But I do have good news, and that we
What's
have
the good news?
The good news is that I understand there's a new computer arriving next week.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So hopefully going forward we'll have much more consistency in the streaming.
Well, I don't know why it hasn't really been like this in the past.
I've been watching before where it goes in and out.
It's a little bit worse every spiel.
Is that
Yeah, so it's like, okay, but last spring it was like sometime we'd have to unplug the Arduino.
Oh, man.
And then by Cherry Blossom is I had to unplug the Arduino and the internal webcam, and then by Glitter it was like unplug that and our PTZ camera, and now it's unplug all of them and the monitor and the sound and then in order to start the stream. So yeah, it's just a really weird problem that keeps getting worse. I think it's a power supply, but
Really?
it's not just because weird things happen. And
Well, this is going to be a nice shot here.
oh, nice.
That is a really nice shot from Jenn Skidmore.
And did it take that rock all? Nope, that rock's still in play.
That rock is out of the house, but
somebody could land on
maybe
it.
I don't know.
So
Looking at the overhead camera, it doesn't really look like it's in. Okay,
Yeah,
she's kicked it.
Okay.
was that a flop shot? Is that what that's
Yeah,
called?
she flopped under the guard.
She flopped under the blocker.
I guess it's one of those rocks that's close enough that you want the other skip to check, just to make sure you both agree.
But usually, unless they're really losing, they probably would say just take it away because they don't want to trip on it.
Yeah, but that was a good place to have backing, so
Yeah.
it could have been important to somebody.
That's a good
Especially
point.
with only 2 yellow rocks in the house. That looks like a nice draw. They can get it past the guard.
It's
Yep.
going to make it. Yep. Plenty of room.
And is it going to be shot? Yes,
Looks
it will.
like it.
Wow, that's a great shot.
Very nice.
Yeah. Can't get that out of there. I don't think so. Well, no, I guess you might be able to chip it with a crazy weight on the outside.
Nice shot, Joe. It certainly seems like this Philly team is pretty good at placing their draws. Last end, they had several missed hits, but they haven't missed many draws so far.
What are we trying to do here? It looks like
They're trying to come down and freeze to the red one.
looks good.
It's close on weight. It's just not quite getting enough curl.
Sorry about that. One camera's still acting up there, but I think we got it back again.
Oh, goodness.
It's not one thing, it's another thing. One of the times they were screaming, we just lost all our USB ports, but everything else was still going. The internet was still working. We were still streaming. We just couldn't get some of the cameras.
Oh, my goodness. What is my phone doing? Oh, wait. I'm playing the curling stream on my phone.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's helping the
internet. Yeah, you're the one that's causing the problems. Looks a little wide. Is it going to come back? Nope.
It's going to clip it just a little.
Okay, who's shot? It's still yellow, I guess.
It looks like yellow.
Yeah, barely.
Yep.
And
Ooh, red finished with a big end. You were right.
oh,
Sorry,
on sheet A.
On sheet
On
A.
sheet A,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
that's-
see if they got that draw in there.
So another 4 for English toffee on sheet A.
I am a huge fan of English toffee, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had that Trader Joe's English toffee at your house not that long ago.
I'll try to make sure there's some there every time you come over.
Thanks, Coop.
Doesn't last very long when I buy it.
Oh, this is just a little heavy.
We're a little wide either way. Less
Yeah.
wide or less
I think the
heavy.
line would have been pretty nice, but just a bit too heavy there.
So if you're red, do you try to move that yellow back an inch, or are you just trying to draw in? I guess there are a couple of rocks left. I guess you want it a little bit high on this one, and then you can try tapping it back later.
Yeah, I don't hate the freeze here, but yeah, if the line looks great, you could tap it a little bit. You just don't want to flop open too much, or leave a situation where you set up a double on that other red, because there's a lot of yellows kind of floating around in the back of the house.
Just freeze to the yellow that's in the...
In the back 4-foot, yeah.
What's the back 4-foot?
So the back 4-foot is the 4-foot that's on our side, so the side that's closer to the hack. And then top 4-foot.
You're just using more words I don't know to explain.
You know what the hack is.
Which one's the hack?
The hack is the thing that you stand in to deliver the rock.
Stand and Deliver. Great movie.
Oh, the line looks pretty good on this if they get it by.
Does.
Oh.
That might have helped.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not sure that that's a good result.
Well, it's not bad. They were shot.
Well, they are shot, but they chipped their other red to be fourth shot. It's kind of a lonely red in there.
Yeah, but how do you get the...
But yeah.
But it's still... If you can't chip the shot red out, because it's going to... Well, even if it jams, I guess it's still out counting something.
Yeah.
Who's got hammer this end?
Yellow.
So Kristy's looking at corner freeze on the red to maybe hit it next time.
I think you've got to... So she only has 2 rocks left. I think she has to move the yellow that's behind that one.
Okay. So
I really like trying to do what Rosemary did with her first and play it close to the guard there. See if you can curl a little bit past nose. Tap back so that you get the yellow to kind of actually flop more towards the center, and then you may have a play on it with your last.
And then hopefully move
if she
the red over.
If
so
she
yeah.
if she corner freezes on the center line side, then you know, even if she hits it with her second, she's still going to jam it right straight onto that yellow, and it's going to be hard to squirt it out. She'll end up losing both of those back yellows, probably only be for one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe if she could get, I think if it's me, I'm trying to move those back yellows a bit to give myself some room to breathe. And
Trying to move those back yellows? What do you mean? Which back yellows?
so, there's a red that's
Yeah.
close to the tee line, and then there's a yellow that's directly behind it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't see why you don't just slam that red and try to get it out of there.
yeah, you could do that. You're not going to, you would probably move it. Oh, it's just too much weight.
Yeah.
Well, he said he wanted to move a yellow, but I don't think that's the one he wanted to move.
Yeah.
So they were probably trying to just draw it to the center there.
So here's the thing, Cooper. If you hit that red
Yeah.
on the center line side as hard
Yeah.
as you can,
Yeah.
you're going to lose both of the two yellows that are behind it, the one that's directly behind it and the one that's
Maybe.
maybe.
I mean, like, definitely that first one.
You're going to lose both of them.
Okay.
And the one
the
will
red's not gonna go very
jam. You'll lose that other one that's on the other side of the center line. And the red's really not going to go anywhere.
That's a good point.
It's if you hit it as thin as and hard as you possibly can, you
could shoot it
might
out.
be able to jam it kind of onto that side one. But you're going to lose so many yellows in the process. I think that's not the shot that I would pick.
I kind of look at it thinking about like a billiard shot. Like just cut it as hard as you can, and it'll bounce off to the side. But you can't count on being that accurate, can you?
No.
Here's an opportunity to hit it hard, very thin.
Yeah. There is that opportunity.
It's got to be a perfect shot, though. Well, if you throw it hard enough, doesn't it go pretty straight? Like if you pick your spot?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they're just going to try drawing for one.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could just get a piece of that red one and tap it over enough, but I think their shooter probably still wouldn't count.
No, shooter would be out of the picture for sure.
Yeah.
I don't see any way to get two with this setup.
Not even with the super spinner.
You've been watching too much highlight reel curling.
All right, well, curious to see what the decision is here. It's not what I would have done.
This needs to curl as well.
They're just trying to rest it up in there. Might be enough.
Oh, nice shot, Kristy.
That's a great shot for one, right?
All that granite in the house for 1 point.
Yeah,
They're hanging in there, though.
they are.
4-3?
Yeah, Kristy's made some good shots.
No, 4-2. Still working on the scoreboard.
And over on sheet C here, looks like red is sitting one, yellow's trying to draw in. Looks a little heavy. Might actually, if it sits on the back one, won't be shot. Okay, well, yellow is sitting one now. So both sheets C and D are still working on their fourth end. So what's the next draw time? 8:30? What? 8?
8:30. Yep.
And do they have a time cutoff on
I think
this
it's like
deal?
an hour and 40 and something happens in an hour and 40. I don't know what happens.
Get to play one more end after
Maybe.
an hour and 40. Yeah.
Intermission.
You want me to switch that? Okay. It's going to break it. Just wait.
It might, yeah. Don't touch anything else in this
Don't
area.
breathe.
What's the Arduino that you were talking about? Is that this thing?
So an Arduino is a microcontroller.
Okay.
So like a tiny little computer, like a single chip computer sort of
Is
thing.
it like a Raspberry Pi kind of?
Even lighter weight than a Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi is a full computer
Yeah.
that can run like Linux or whatever, run an operating system. The Arduino is just a microcontroller, so you can write software that runs on it, but it's not a full-fledged. You can't run like Windows or Linux or anything like that.
What is it missing? What does it need to be a full-fledged computer?
It's just not enough computing power. I mean, sure, it's probably like a full-fledged computer from 1990 or something. Yeah.
Okay. And what is it used for in this setup for streaming the curling?
So that's what. So in our warm room here, we have all our TVs that can show any sheet on any TV at any end, and so it's what all the buttons for all the TVs go through their Arduino. So they're controlling the switch that tells which feed goes where, and so on our webcast computer. There are only 4 camera feeds that go into the computer, or 5 camera feeds, and so when we have different views for different sheets, it'll switch that. So it's so the computer talks to the Arduino, which talks to the video switch.
Wow, that's a cool solution.
Ken Clark, guys. This is that's our own Ken Clark.
Okay, nice draw. Just
Very
past
nice
the
draw.
button, but it's under the pretty well guarded. So
Yeah, if Jenn can make a nice freeze on this, they'd be in a good position to steal.
you can tell Courtney plays a lot of doubles. So that's what you're looking at here. That's just like a doubles game.
I mean, I think the freeze is the right call, whether
Yeah.
it's doubles or 4-person curling. When you're down by 3, when you're down by 3, I think the freeze is definitely the call. When
Can
you
you go
get
the all house view? We'll watch the this is Hammer on sheet C, which is doing what? Bumps the red.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice job.
Oh.
So they get 2.
Two?
They get 2.
Is it 2?
Yep, got 2. Got that red out of there and got 2.
Nice. That ties the score.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and over on sheet D, when we weren't watching, red scored another steal for puts red up.
Oh,
for
man.
the one.
She came up a bit short on sheet B, but in a good position.
Well, I guess we'll go back to a regular view and we'll try to keep an eye on sheet A. But at the moment, that's not our closest
Oh, wow.
game.
There are a lot of rocks in play on sheet A.
So they are trying the draw in here. Is that the call? I wasn't paying attention here on sheet B.
Looks like it.
Yep.
So when you say freeze, you mean basically getting the rock to stop right on top of a rock that's already in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, a little heavy, but they'll both be counting. But it kind of makes a pocket that if you're
It
yellow, you'd
does.
want to somehow land on one of them or at least use them as backing.
Like a defrosted freeze.
You could double them out if you wanted to be aggressive here, but You don't have hammer, right?
Yeah, she's not gonna have a ton of that rock either. I mean, she probably has enough to make it, but then it's a pretty wide open draw for them to sink another one. I love playing this with just like back 4 weight even, and just leaving that red as a catcher.
Well, she's calling bumper weight, so.
Oof.
Looks like about bumper weight.
What's bumper weight mean?
Oh, she's gonna wreck
Oh
on the
yeah,
guard.
that's crashing on there. And oh no. There.
That's not good. Oof. Bumper weight is enough weight so that if there was nothing in the house, it would go all the way down
Did
to
we
the
not get
other
the score on
side, touch the wall, and bounce off of it.
Oh. So not super fast, but enough to get through the house
Yeah.
and hit the wall.
What do we got? Sorry, we're messing around with the score here on.
So double bumper
So
weight.
it's-
Double bumper.
That's if it bounces off that wall and comes all the way back and hits this
I think we're on
bumper.
that fifth end is the problem.
So we call
So
the sides the boards. So
Which sides? Those
like
sides?
the not ice portion that you walk on that's carpeted around the ice.
That's the
We
boards?
call that the boards. And so if you're playing it just to touch that wall, we call it board weight. But
Okay.
in Scotland, they call it
Just
barrier weight.
Barrier.
Barrier.
too red.
Okay, so bumper weight is a little heavier than
Bumper
board
is
weight.
a little bit heavier than board weight.
Is there anything heavier than bumper weight?
Yeah.
What's that called?
There's a lot of weights heavier than bumper weight.
What are all the weights in order from least heaviest to heaviest?
Well, there's like guard weight.
Okay.
Was it 2?
That's a little more than blocker weight.
No, guard. Well, that it's blocker weight. And then there's draw weight,
Draw weight.
which goes in the house.
Well, draw weight lands it on the button, ideally, right?
Well, it depends. You don't always want to put it on the button. You might want to put it behind the tee if it's frozen to something.
But remember what the score was
can't
in the
see.
last end on sheet B? If they haven't hung it yet, I'm not sure we got it right here.
So wait, where were we? We were talking about
We were
draw
on blocker weight.
No, we were on draw weight.
Draw weight.
And then after heavier than draw weight would be hack weight to go to the hack.
Okay, well, what
And
about
then
the
board weight.
What about the end of the house, like
The end of the house is back line.
back line?
And then
weight?
just through, I call that space weight. So the space between the back line and the hack, that's space weight.
Oh, so I'm not the only one who makes up terms.
I'm not the only person who calls it space weight, but not everybody uses that term.
Okay.
So.
So after space weight is hack weight.
then
after hack is board.
board to bumper.
Board is bumper.
And then from there, it's like control weight is probably the next weight.
Yeah, so control weight, you picture that. You would hit the bumper and you'd bounce back somewhere between the hack and the back line there would be control weight.
Now, do you come in on like the
Anything more
weekends
than
to-
bumper weight, actually most of them I tend to use times, like a hog-to-hog time, to get an idea of what the weight is.
So the hog-to-hog time goes down as the weight goes up.
Yeah, good. So then from control, we go to normal.
Normal?
Yeah.
Why is it called that?
It's a good question.
Normal weight. That means it's going to bounce all the way back into the house?
Yep, yeah, exactly. It would bounce all the way off the bumper.
I guess it
back to the
really
house.
depends how springy your boards are.
Yep, well,
Then more than normal would be firm.
Really? Can't believe we're only now getting to firm.
Yeah. And then higher than firm is peel.
Oh, so peel isn't just a verb that means get rid of the guard. It's also an amount of
the weight you throw to
thrust.
get rid of the guard. Yeah.
But you could peel a guard with normal weight.
Yep.
You could. You can peel a guard with bumper weight if you want.
But
Yeah.
you can't. You could peel a guard with peel weight.
Yeah.
So with that, usually when you're throwing peel weight, it's because you're not. Yes, you can peel a guard with normal weight, but you have to hit it the right place. If
Okay.
you're throwing really hard peel weight, if you hit that rock anywhere but nose, you're going to lose both rocks.
Got
and that's
it.
what you're usually trying to do is lose both rocks.
So there's nothing harder than peel weight.
Well, there's
Well-
no particular name. We might call it like parking lot weight or something. so-
Super peel. So when talking about like hog to hog times, my peel is like I can't throw much more than 7.5 seconds.
Much
and-
less.
Yeah, more weight, less time.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are curlers that can throw 6 seconds, or some of them are even less than 6 seconds.
Wow.
So that's a lot.
There's that Minnesota Viking who can probably.
He plays lead.
Yeah. So I
He's
guess
not
he doesn't have a
throwing
lot of
peel.
opportunity to throw peel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if he had to,
I don't know.
I bet he could throw a mean peel weight rock.
Maybe. So what's the call here, Coop?
I mean, anybody can throw peel weight. You just have to give it a good shove. It may not go in the direction you want to, but you can throw the weight.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know if I could throw 6 seconds, Ken.
It's all in the legs, right?
It's in everything. There's very few people that throw 6 seconds
This is
without
just
using
this is just
some
a
arm.
button draw up the left side around that. Yeah, that's what the call is
You think she's going around?
for sure.
I don't think that's enough ice to go around.
You're right.
that.
It's not.
She
what the
trying to
call
go
is.
through that hole? I don't think that hole is there with draw weight.
No.
Not
I
because
think
of the
it's
red rock. There's no way you're getting through the hole.
She tapping the guard, maybe?
Yeah, moving
no
over
way.
back.
Really? Yeah, that's what the call is.
Yeah, it looks like it. She's trying to line up. I think it's going to overcurl, though.
Certainly looks like it.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Sweep, sweep, sweep. Well, that was not enough weight to tap anything, so unclear what the shot call was, but maybe that? I don't know.
That was
So, Cooper, what did you make for dinner tonight?
house weight. No,
No,
that was draw weight.
that was guard weight.
That was guard weight.
I mean, it didn't go past the guard.
Well, because it hits a guard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not by
not
much.
very hard, though.
Yeah, with sweeping, you might have gotten a biter out of it.
I think it would be fun to establish official weight names for everything past peel weight going up to like the speed of light. Just so that it exists.
Okay. I was listening to a web stream, and the guy on the commentary was saying that when he was a junior curler, he made up names for all the weights. Like his team had all their own names for weights, and all the other teams kind of thought they were annoying for that.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like, give me a Pokemon weight or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically. They were all relating to like cold temperatures. Like I want to say it was like chill, blizzard, It was all stuff like that.
Snowflake, or, the real light one.
Snowflake. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh for who?
Oh, I don't know if she can get enough to the inside. So you see the red that's next to the yellow on the side of the 8 foot, which is the white circle.
Yeah.
If you get to the inside of that, you could nudge that yellow over to be shot.
Like a boom boom?
Yeah. But I don't know if she has enough of that yellow rock to hit it on the inside.
It's one of those, a left-hander would be an advantage on that shot.
Maybe.
Why is that?
Because they shoot from the other side.
Yeah, because you get a little bit.
Cooper is left-handed, Ken. So.
Okay.
Probably explains a lot about my commentating.
Yep, so your delivery position varies by a foot or so, which isn't a lot, but some shots it makes things a little bit easier.
So here's something I've always wondered. Why has this ever happened where you hold the rock out to the side as you let it go instead of up the middle? If you need to get around?
So I will tell you, I have never done that purposely.
How do we explain to our viewers what I'm trying to describe here? Because I'm using my arms.
It's the hook shot, basically. You're like slide.
Yeah.
I did that once on accident. I was actually playing at the Philadelphia Curling Club.
The hook shot.
And Philadelphia only has 2 sheets, and they tend to run pretty straight.
Like not a lot of curl?
Not a lot of curl. And at least I haven't been there in several years.
That's a perfect situation for the hook shot.
So that happened to me. I was trying to throw this shot on a line that didn't curl a lot, and I didn't do it purposely. I just, I was a newer curler, and I slid pretty wide. And so I tried to turn the rock back to the broom and ended up just like hooking it right behind a guard.
Did it work?
And it came to a rest, and I was like kind of embarrassed because it was such a poor throw, but it ended up being so good. And I kind of looked at the opposition and said, I'm like, well, good luck following that.
And you can kind of do something, kind of the opposite of that, where you slide out like a normal slide, except you slide out way at an angle, but then when you release it, you push it off at a different angle. So
that's what we're talking about.
He was talking about holding the rock out to the side.
Yeah, I just mean starting with the rock way out to the side.
I haven't done that.
So it does the same thing either way, effectively, but it's really hard to get that rock moving if you're holding it way out there.
Yeah, I could see a lot of strain on the shoulder.
Yeah. But if you want to throw that way, go right ahead.
All right.
There's no rule against it.
There's no rule against it.
but it would have to, yeah.
I bet if one person practiced it a lot, and the time was right.
You might start a whole new trend.
So I think she's just trying to play the tap here for 3. Is this what?
But tap, you mean?
Tap, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if she crosses it.
I mean, if she hits it hard enough, she gets the yellow out, they can get 5.
You think that's what she's playing?
I don't know.
Oh, she's playing with hit weight, so maybe.
Hit weight?
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about hit weight.
That's anything.
Oh, she's close. Oh no, I think it's over curling.
No, I think it might be. Oh, you're right.
I think that is what she was going for.
Yeah,
you're right. That would have been for like 6.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. If you got it right, nothing jammed. Anyway, so 2 red.
Huh?
Over on sheet B, we're down to the last 2 rocks. Looking like red sitting 4 with a whole big cluster of 4. So yellow's going to throw their last rock now. And what do? Just try to get rid of him as much red as you can? I think that's the plan. There's just no way they can score on this end.
Oof.
I don't think.
Well, I think red has the hammer, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way yellow can score on
no.
their. So have to get rid of all 4 red rocks to score it. They might be able to get rid of 2. It's probably the best, and even that's hard. Yeah.
All righty, we've got Maggie McMahon kicking us off.
Just a nice center guard here. It might overcurl a little bit.
One could make an argument for putting that rock in the house when you have a 4-point lead, but
Why is that?
because guards help the other team score points because you can get behind them and then you can't hit that rock
Yeah.
Well, then why would you ever throw a guard?
if you're not winning.
Yeah. Basically, it's if you're winning, you don't need points. Your goal is to not have the other team score points.
Got
or
it.
not more than 1.
You were supposed to come and provide the color commentary, Cooper. All you do is ask questions about the actual curling.
Yeah, give us some color, Cooper.
I know all the answers to these questions. I'm asking for the sake of the viewers that might not know.
So here on sheet B, sheet C, Jane Sharp is about to throw the last yellow. I think they just decided on a draw, maybe trying to move their yellow back. Not sure.
I don't know how you outcount any of those reds.
No, you can draw. You can be.
I guess you could get back.
Yeah.
You want to give us the overhead camera on that one, Ken?
Yeah, we can do the. Oh, that'll work. Yep. Except it's showing the wrong end because we don't have the score right on there. Just. Yeah, I can just go back to the other view, I guess, right now. So it's drawing in. It's going to be a little light. They should be sweeping that.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. All they had to do was sweep it.
But it's still out counting.
Is it out counting 2 of them?
Yeah.
Gosh, that was such a good shot. They just walked that.
So what do we?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so we're missing.
It's hard. It's a precise shot.
What was the score? Can't remember what the score was in the last end. Was it 2?
On our sheet?
On sheet C.
It was 2. Yeah,
It was
it's
2?
tied.
Yeah.
3-3.
Okay, now we can. Now let's show the house view there, so you can see what we've been talking about. So there's the yellow that they just brought in there that came up a touch short of counting, but it is out counting 2 of the reds.
So are we going to do another breakfast league soon, Coop?
Yeah, I might have a recruit that's also interested who plays a different dice sport. It's not hockey, called broomball, which...
It's not like the curling brooms.
No.
No, it's not really a broom either. It's like a stick with a plastic thing on it.
Yeah, a curling broom is more like a broom than a broomball broom.
Yeah. I mean, neither of them are very broomy, so...
If you had to sweep your floor in your house, you'd rather have a curling broom, for sure.
So here on sheet...
Should we give a shout out to my teammates who are out in Las Vegas?
On sheet B, a nice hit there. Chipped out the red one. On sheet C, this is Heather's coming in right now. Heather's draw attempt. Trying to get another red rock in there to count. It's just going to come up short.
Curling.
Yeah, it's short anyway. Okay, not going to make any difference. So 2 red on sheet C.
Yeah.
What are they doing in Vegas?
Curling.
Oh,
Yeah, they're meeting up with a teammate from last season who is living out in California now. Their name is Reed.
is it a
and
Bonspiel?
It's a Bonspiel. I don't know the name of. I'm not sure the details of the event, but yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like the call here was just the open freeze, but it's curling a lot. Curls right past the yellow.
It's a lot of sweeping.
Yeah.
Do they want the speed? Is that why?
No, they were trying to keep it straight so that
It would hit the
it
yellow?
would hit the yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, looks like it was handshakes on sheet A.
So congratulations, English Toffee, for winning there on sheet A.
Yep.
One of our Potomac teams.
My mom says your questions are helpful for people who don't understand about curling.
That's exactly why I ask them. Not because I don't know the answers.
You don't know the answers.
Go ahead, quiz me.
What would you call the location of that yellow rock on sheet B?
House.
What part of the house?
Southeast. Next question.
You're getting head shakes from the surrounding curlers and a couple eye rolls.
What would you call it?
Back 8 foot.
Oh, back 8 foot, yeah.
Oh gosh, are they gonna miss it again? Oh my goodness.
No, I thought, oh wow. They can't believe it.
They're like,
Oh,
give us
so
more
funny.
ice, Rosemary. More ice.
Oh, that's so funny.
And they keep sweeping them from coast to coast.
The look that they gave her
Oh,
at the end.
they look pissed.
They were sweeping so hard.
I love them.
You're right, though. They've got that
Draw weight
Draw weight
down.
down.
Yeah. That's. I will say, if you play a team of older women curlers, that's generally what they're going to bring to the game. Like, yes. Means I've got time to get better with my draw weight. Oh, this is a nice shot. Oh, that's a really nice freeze. The good news for Team Take 5 is that everything's behind the tee. They have a relatively open house here. It's unlikely that they're going to give up a steal. Oh, no! She finally gave them more ice, and she goes by everything. Oh.
Oh, good save.
She's going to have a team revolt soon, I think. I heard an interesting chat when I was watching some streamed curling recently about how nobody ever compliments the skip for having the broom in the right spot. If you don't have it in the right spot, you hear about it, but nobody ever compliments you for having the broom in the right place.
Well, what do you mean in the right place? Like,
Good question.
yeah, you just threw the rock wrong for my spot that I picked.
Some people always throw a certain line a different way, and
you just have to know that as a
and
skip.
you just have to know.
It's like I can't. It's easier to just adjust to their throw than teach them to aim.
Yes. Yeah.
Who are you thinking of when you make that comment?
I mean, everybody has tendencies. I have tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your tendency?
Well, it depends on the shot.
I tend to want a hook shot
Yeah.
from way left.
I just go stand on the other sheet and tell you to aim at that and then hook it back in.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was thinking instead of
Cooper, we're losing viewers.
no, we're not.
Yes.
We're in double digits.
We were at 16, I think, and now we're down to 14. This banter is not witty enough to keep.
Oh, not witty enough? That's what you're asking for?
Maybe everybody just wanted to get updates on sheet A, and now
Yeah.
that's over. That's 1/4 of our sheets we lost, so. Oh, nice draw here on sheet C.
Yeah, it is. It
Round
seems
the
to be the
guard.
tale of
Oh,
you know,
beautiful.
yellow seems to be playing really well when they're
Wow.
coming
Look at
towards
that
the
draw.
glass, and red seems to play really well when they're heading towards the scoreboard. So okay. Rosemary is going to do this herself. I'd be interested to know where the broom is in comparison to the other brooms. So Rosemary throws with a delivery aid stick. So
Is that what it's called?
it's the delivery stick.
Delivery stick.
Yes.
Shuffleboard stick.
Yeah.
I've
So-
noticed a couple.
Yep.
In these.
It is
ends
a
here.
legal way to deliver a stone in non-competitive play.
But not at like the USA level.
At the championship level, no, it's not. It's not accepted.
I like it. I'd like to try it. I bet I would enjoy it.
It's hard. I have tried it before, and it's really hard to get good rotation. It's easier to throw hits
Yeah.
because you can just walk and just rocket a
Yeah.
stone
Line it up.
right down the line.
Well, what does that mean? That you get less curl or more curl?
So what tends to happen is they get just a lot of curl because they'll only have maybe, it's hard to put rotation on it and keep it on line with the stick. So oftentimes they don't put a lot of rotation on the stone and they'll just hook in to a line.
I'm curious how it's released. There's like a little hinge at the bottom.
Yeah, so if you look at it, that piece at the bottom, it
Zoom in and
pivots.
enhance for our viewers.
zoom in and enhance. But
on
we
this-
don't have
on
that
the stick.
technology.
Actually, we
Cooper.
do. We couldn't.
We
zoom in
do?
on that if we
Oh,
wanted to,
goodness.
But then we couldn't be paying attention to the game.
Ken,
so.
don't tell me that now. I'm going to be nervous every time.
No, we have done that when somebody's wearing some fancy shoes or something. You say,
Do we
check
actually
out
have
these
that?
shoes. Yeah, we got to zoom.
Oh
in.
my goodness.
So we have a special guest viewer tonight.
Who's that?
Cooper's dad, Steve Cunliffe, has joined in on the web stream. He's texting me. He said I shouldn't ask Cooper any questions about curling.
Steve is probably the biggest curling fan that Potomac has
Probably.
that doesn't live within 400 miles of the club
And has never curled.
and has also never curled in his life. But that doesn't stop him from having opinions.
I know. He's got a lot of opinions.
So on sheet B, I think what she was pointing to, or the call, is to just to draw in. But they could do a little tap over on that red if it's heavy.
So Courtney's concerned with the viewer count going down, but I think what you're not taking into account is the fact that an entire sheet is already finished.
Ken already said that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Where was I?
You were texting someone.
All right.
Your girlfriend, Jason.
So the viewer per sheet is the number we should really be concerned about.
Yeah.
But we don't have individual sheet streaming, so that's not a thing.
Watch your language. Oh, sheet streaming. Gotcha.
That was my team name. Get your sheet together.
Inappropriate.
I like that.
All right, let's see this. That's a decent amount of rotation, but you're right. It's less than a normal throw.
Oh, she hasn't even had one rotation yet.
What about now?
Now it's getting to, that is one rotation.
No, that's two.
Oh, nope, it's one. And this is a very bad shot. Oof.
But
That has now
it
left.
didn't curl very much.
That has now left yellow sitting 3.
Down by 4. With hammer.
No, they don't have hammer.
Why not?
Or do they have hammer?
Do you tell
Oh,
me?
yeah, they do have hammer.
Yeah,
This whole end, I thought they didn't have hammer.
This is hammer. Get one in for a 4.
Is this hammer?
This ties it up right here.
Yeah, but if they
Oh,
can,
no.
if they can bump back their middle yellow one, they could get 5.
No way.
Yeah.
Don't go for that, though.
If the line looks good, go for it.
That's crazy. Just draw it to freeze.
Yeah, that's what they're calling
This is
it.
the last shot.
Yeah, tie it up.
Yeah.
What are you saying? To bump that front yellow?
Not the front
No,
yellow.
not the front yellow, the back yellow.
The middle,
Which
the middle
back
back
yellow?
yellow.
The middle back yellow, you see the reds behind it? If
Yeah.
you tap that back and tap that red just 6 inches,
Oh,
the
it'll
top
give the
one,
top yellow.
Yeah, so it would be for 5.
Okay, yeah, go for that.
I don't think she quite has the line for that yet, but it's
I mean, that's a
looks
tough
a little
one to mess
heavy.
up, too.
Ooh, it's curling in now.
No, it's perfect, I think. Let's see. Oh, just got it by. Got to be enough.
Nope.
So,
Good line, though.
Wow, tied game.
yeah.
Yeah, huge end. You know what it was? It was all those early shots that they tried to do the same thing like 3 times and missed.
Mm-hmm.
Over on sheet C, it's been a lot of back and forth on.
I think that's
who's got
why I
the
thought
rough.
that red had the hammer, because they kept trying to freeze to that one in the back of the house with a 4-point lead, and I would have hit that thing
I think
100 times over.
They got stubborn. They just really wanted
I don't
to
think you
make
get
the
100
shot.
rocks, Courtney. I don't.
In my curling game, can I do?
No wonder you always win. You get
Yes,
extra rocks.
I get extra rocks. Yep.
They're
Exactly.
not cheap either.
Have a one up each sleeve, a couple of the pant legs,
Yeah.
one in the pocket.
So I wear this puffy sleeve sweater. I can keep curling stones in there. Well, we've got ourselves a game, guys.
Is it a game or is it a match?
No. Cooper,
What?
I'm going to fire you soon.
I'm a volunteer. You can't fire me. I work for
See, this one
years.
is just getting to one rotation. You see how
Yeah.
much it's curling?
Courtney
It
can mute.
is curling
Courtney's
a
got the sound controls. In
I
front
know,
of her.
I
She
should
can
have
mute.
muted it.
If she touches the board, we were scared the whole stream goes down.
I know. It's finally working, Ken.
Yeah,
I can't
I
touch
just had to
anything.
unplug the second monitor and everything else.
And everything else.
All right. Well, one yellow in the back. It's been a while since Reds had the hammer. Let's see if they adjust their strategy.
It's been one whole end since Red had the hammer.
Is it just one? Yeah, you're right. But that felt like a long time ago.
That was a long end.
So how are
Wow.
we doing on time? Our teams, I guess, are probably
So
certainly Sheet C is not going to be playing at ends. I can tell you that.
no. Did we figure out what? So they started at 6.
Yeah.
So we're past the 1 hour and 40-minute timing rule. So does that mean this is the last end?
Yeah, I'm guessing if that's what the
Do we
rule
need a
is.
phone a friend?
Yeah. Well, I'll go ask.
So who's going to take it, Cooper? What do you think? Is Red going to bounce back from that? They've been in pretty good control of the whole game. It's just that one bad end.
Sometimes all it takes is 1 or 2 bad ends.
Yeah, so it's 1 hour, 40 minutes. Finish the end and play one more.
Okay,
So
so this is the last
It's
end.
got to be the last end for everybody, yeah.
Because we're past 140?
Yeah, we started at 6.
Yeah, the end they're starting playing now was started after the 1 hour and 40 minute mark.
So, excuse me, knowing that I have the hiccups, knowing that this is the last end. Sorry, I have to mind over matter these hiccups.
You know how you get rid of hiccups, don't you?
Hmm?
Courtney just muted herself because she's doing mind over matter hiccup removal. I don't know if it's working.
Well, I think it was one yellow on sheet D. I saw it right. So they are, looks like they are playing another end.
They are playing another
Yeah,
end?
because I think they probably did start this end after the 1 hour and 40 minute mark, after 7:40.
Oh, so it's when did you start the end?
Yeah, so it's at the 1 hour and 40 minutes. You finish the end you're playing, and then you get to play one more. So
I'm going to be shocked if your mic still works after hitting that button. That sounded good.
So wait, hey. Expert operator Mindy Carlson and author of Her Dying Day.
Mindy's my favorite camera operator. Well, she's in my top 2.
Oh, dang. He just got quite a look from Todd.
if she was on the controls, the
I
stream would
fixed
have been
it.
up the whole time.
I fixed it really fast.
That was perfect timing. He was just like snapped his head over. Thanks, buddy.
Top 2.
but you won't say who the other one is.
The stream works really well when Mindy's in charge of it. That's all I'm saying.
You'll have to tell her that. So wait, do they have 2 more ends then?
No, one more. This is the last
You think
end.
this
for
is
sheet
the
D.
last end?
Gotta
Sheet
be.
C, I don't know if they were playing the last end or not.
That's a crazy comeback on sheet B. So if they tie this end,
Oh, on sheet B, a nice little tick in order to get to the shot rock and undercover.
Wow. That,
Not the planned shot.
yeah,
Shenanigans.
that was some shenanigans. So if this is your last end and you are yellow,
Talking about sheet B. Or-
yes.
So you
I
need to
feel like
you
I
don't have
would
hammer.
love to see a guard in play
I
here.
don't get it. Why do you want to guard if you're trying to score points?
Because you don't have hammer.
Because
So-
you need to hide behind something.
You don't have.
Right now, all Rosemary has to do with her last rock is just draw into the 4-foot. She wins the game.
Gotcha.
And she'd like to just hit anything yellow. She'd be perfectly happy hitting out of the way and not even caring if you're where your rock
Yeah,
lands
she's
up.
just drawing rocks away from the center.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're red, you could just as well be throwing your rocks through, because these don't really matter for any. You don't need the
Because
points.
there's nothing. Yeah. Okay. Kind of makes sense.
You only need 1 point.
They're just getting out of the way, trying to get shot, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, they're sitting 3 now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Spreading themselves out. That makes sense.
Getting draw practice. Always good to get some draw practice on different ice.
Yeah, because I feel like most of this game has been played down the skier's left side of the channel.
Yeah, this end definitely looks a lot different from the other ends we've seen on this sheet.
That's true.
On sheet C, I think that was Yellow Hammer. They move things around, but it's still one red. For what's their team name again?
I don't remember.
Schulke. That's right.
Team Schulke.
Schulke.
And Santa's Sweet Sweepers, Ken's favorite name. Yeah, so Cooper, do you want to see why you need a guard?
No. Just kidding. Yes.
So they just drew a nice rock in the house. It's shot, and it's wide open. So all they have to do is hit it.
Let's see some peel weight.
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're not going to throw peel weight.
Normal
here.
weight, maybe?
This looks like a bumper
That's more than bumper.
control.
Nah, maybe it's bumper weight. You might be right. It's got a sweep, though. It's got a sweep.
They're sweeping
They
it.
got it.
Yep.
Look at that. Nice spotted on
red,
it, too.
red stays in, yep.
There's a chance they score a lot of points on this end. Unnecessarily.
Well, if it's the last end, it doesn't matter. You know, you just...
Unless you're in one of those weird tournaments where you have to win by as many points as possible. What's that called?
A point spiel.
spiel.
Point spiel.
There's no H. It's just spiel.
It's a northeastern accent you're hearing.
Oh, yeah? Where are you from, Cooper?
I'm from New Hampshire originally.
What part?
There's just one part.
What part is
There's
that?
not parts of New Hampshire. It's the part that has 603 as the area code.
That's the one part?
That's the one part.
It's the part that's between Vermont and Maine.
The part where it's the part where the people live. Southern New Hampshire.
Yeah. Except when your brother lives in northern New Hampshire for some of the year.
It's basically Canada up there at that point. All the radio stations are in French.
Yeah. He just hangs out with fish.
Yeah, so my brother is a fly fishing guide. And he just got back from a trip in Ohio where he was fishing for, not pike, what are they called? They're like big and scary looking fish.
Barracuda?
Barracuda, that's what it is. Barracuda and piranha.
There is a glimmer of hope here. There are a couple guards in play. Kristy, come around those guards.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the call.
Take 5 just threw a guard, which is really not what they wanted, I presume.
No.
I assume they wanted to draw in, but
I would assume so, too.
even if you draw in behind that guard, you're still not.
Oh, wow. Wait. Sheet C is still going.
Yeah, they did play. I guess we didn't see when they started the previous end, so this is definitely
Was
their
the
last
next
end.
the next draw is at 8:30?
Yep.
Okay.
How many timeouts do you get during a curling match?
One.
One timeout? Hockey's the same way. Probably because they're both ice sports.
In Canada, at their events, they give you 2, but the world curling is just 1. So that's the standard.
It's probably because it's metric.
But we're not timing the teams here in this spiel, and it's the only competitive spiels where they have the timers on them.
Is it like chess where if you run out of time, you lose? It doesn't matter how much you're up by?
Exactly. Can't let that clock run out.
That's brutal.
Well, Kristy has an even better guard now for her next drag.
All right, well.
Rosemary's going to try to choke down this draw path with
choke down?
Choke. What is that not right?
Yeah,
That's just how I eat a hot dog.
But the danger of that is that if you're yellow, then you try to tap back the yellow guard, and you could be, if you get it just right, it would be really hard to get out of there.
I think if you're red, you just another blocker where they're going to try to draw in, right?
I think that's what she's kind of calling.
Yeah.
Choke down that draw path.
Just choke down that draw path.
Like a hot dog.
All right, so she's trying to scoop the handle.
This is a ladies' bonspiel, Cooper. We got to watch it with the hot dog talk here.
You started it.
You started it.
All right, so the handle at the end is interesting. It grabs the rock. It gives you a lot of control, I can see. But I can also see why it's difficult to get rotation.
There's one rotation.
It's a good throw.
Yeah.
Coming in there. It looks like they're just trying to draw it to the center, maybe. The button? Nope.
I think that's mostly what they were talking about.
Looks like
kinda
a perfect shot to
choking
me.
off that draw path.
Yeah.
And it's open, so if you did manage to get behind it, she could run it back into a stone. It's not a bad spot.
Like, when you say get behind it, you mean like from the outside?
Yeah, so I do think you could potentially come around the outside of it and rub off that red that's kind of lined up with the yellow.
Yeah, that's tricky.
That's what she's
they're
talking
looking
about.
at, yeah.
Yep.
And
And alternatively, what Ken had said is to tap up that tight yellow guard.
You could also, back on the side you first talked about, you can actually hit that red one that's half yellow, half white, half blue,
Yeah.
and just chip that and roll into the center.
Yep.
So there are many possibilities where it's dangerous. That's why if you were red, you really wanted to keep that center open, and now there's a lot of danger there for them.
Getting noisy in here with the next group of curlers getting ready to go out.
Yes.
Always a good time at Potomac Curling Club. All right, here it is.
Uh-oh, I moved my button. Can you hear me?
It works still. Yeah, barely though.
I think that's an acceptable amount to be able to hear me.
So this is not at all what any of us were talking about. They're going way up the right side, which is the starboard side.
I think they got to sweep this.
I do too.
You sound like when we had the Navy team commentators talking about the forward side and the starboard side.
I probably can't compete with them. Let's see. Oh, look at the bump. Ken, this is what you were talking about.
Yeah,
is it enough?
Not enough.
It's not.
Not enough.
Handshakes?
Well, red still has one more rock, but they are already sitting. Oh yeah, and this is the last end. So yep.
Handshakes.
Handshakes.
So I guess you have to score something because it's not a tie, so we call it, what, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 or 5, I can't tell.
Let's call it 4.
I think it's 4. I think that yellow's got the 5th red.
Yeah.
It does look, if you look on the outside, it does look like more.
If you look on the
But-
inside, it also looks like more.
You can't tell, though, because there's that red there.
But it doesn't matter. It's not 0.
It's not 0.
Look,
It
they're
is-
measuring now. Look. Oh, it's so funny. Because they have to know.
Okay, so we can switch our feature sheet over to sheet C, I guess, and watch the end here. Put sheet D over there on the side so we can watch that too.
This is my favorite part where you get to ride the rocks back down.
Have you done rock surfing before?
Is that what it's called? Oh, you guys have a word for everything.
Yeah. But you
Rock
keep one
surfing.
between your feet, too, and you just...
I'm not advanced enough for that yet. You have to be a level 3 curler first.
She's giving a hug to Andy. Andy is from Philly originally, so...
So he knows everyone that's from Philly?
Yes. At the curling club,
Oh,
yes.
at the curling club.
His
Got it.
parents are still members there, and
He's a good sweeper.
his brother, and he goes back there a lot.
What's his...
He's got a badass Eagle
I was gonna say,
curling
what
stone
is that?
sweatshirt. It's amazing, is what it is. It's Merca. That's what that says.
America curling? No, it's got to be something. He's wearing a Flyers cap, too, I just noticed.
I just noticed you did get a comment from Jamie on here. He said he loves the educational commentary.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jamie.
Jamie Bellefontaine?
Yeah.
Glad I could be of service.
I gave Jamie a hard time this week because when he's in the hack, he has his glasses pulled down and he's like looking over them like it's his readers. And I kind of maybe told him he looked like the old man on the curling sheet.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but the state of New Hampshire used to have the old man in the mountain.
He fell off, right? Eventually.
Well, there was a single man who was in charge of maintaining the old man in the mountain. That was his only job. He was in charge of making sure that it would stay safe and secure. And he died. His son took over that job. And within like 6 months, the old man fell off the edge of the mountain. Now,
Wow.
It could be a coincidence.
Could be negligence.
It could be negligence, but so far, the Department of Justice has not investigated.
that you know of.
That's true. They have not announced an investigation publicly. So it's literally the picture on the quarter that we got. Remember when they did the
Yeah.
quarters for all the states? Now they just do random pictures of whatever. I thought they were going to do all the states and then stop and go back to George Washington.
Yeah, they've been doing like famous women and famous
Absolutely.
other stuff. I did the Mint tour when I was in Denver and learned
Oh, yeah,
about.
they have a mint there, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, there's also one in Philadelphia, but for some reason I've never tried to go to that one. I've only ever tried to go to the one in Denver.
You know, I tasted a coin. Tastes nothing like mint.
Yeah, I know.
Why do they call
It's
it
very
that?
disappointing.
Are we still live?
Yeah, totally. There's still curling going on
That's true.
in the game that could take like 5 hours to complete 7 ends. This is not the quickest curling I've seen, but
You just got to time it so that the 140 happens right after you start your last end.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, That was 35 minutes ago. So I'm somewhat unclear on these rules, but
Well, you're not the only one. Does the camera switch automatically to the house view like that? How does that happen? Is that you're doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
yeah, he's actually good at this job, Cooper, after you trash talked
Well,
him.
Mindy told me that she was the best at it, so
That doesn't sound like something Mindy would say.
I know. She told me in private and said I shouldn't repeat what she said.
Say hi to somebody you know.
Good. I'm not commentating the next one, though, am I? Is there someone?
I don't know if
lined
somebody
up?
else is coming.
Who are you playing with? Awesome.
Pink shirt.
Pink shirt Lauren.
So it looks like yellow actually has a shot here to tie this game.
Let's see. I noticed.
Oh, wait, this isn't hammer yet, but
Not yet, but.
not yet. But if she
Can you
taps
change
back,
this
yeah,
That's with the Arduino that you're doing that.
the Arduino.
Yeah. It's a microcontroller.
Are they by? Are they by? Oh,
The feature sheet says.
You could probably ask Jeremiah about microcontrollers.
no. Okay. I'll do that. Or I won't, because I don't really want to learn more about microcontrollers.
I just know that he knows a lot about them.
Yeah. So I think she's going to try again just to take out this yellow rock in the back of the house, because then they can't get 3 and tie the game.
Because they do need 3, you're right.
Oh no, Cooper! There are no commentators for the 8:30 game.
Well, maybe we can ask our viewers. Do they want us to keep commentating? Yes or no? Post a comment if you need commentators for the next round of games. Can we get a close-up on
Mindy
Andy
is
doing the
operating, so you could have your favorite operator.
Is that why Mindy's here? She's not playing?
She's not. Well, I don't know if she's also playing, but she is operating the web stream. She's signed up to, at least.
She's my second favorite operator. I have a question.
You're definitely Todd and Ken's least favorite commentator.
Oh, please. How come my headphones are labeled with 2 numbers, but your headphones only have 1 number? Wait, turn.
Well, this is accidentally a pretty good shot, I think. Though I do think the double is there.
Theoretically, this could.
Ooh, nope, it's tough.
You got to knock out all the reds.
Yep. She's got to knock out those 2.
3.
And then not jam on that back one.
Easy.
Yeah.
Look this way, real quick. It says 3. Interesting.
I'm number 3.
Yeah, but we got 7, 8 here.
You're 5'6".
I'm 5'6". You're just 3.
Oh, yeah, we're aware of the issues.
What are the issues? On the stream or the people
Yeah.
talking?
Allison's mom was also watching, and
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been getting texts. It took a while to get back up and running, but oh nope.
Is that how many is it though? 2 or 3? 2 or 1?
Red
Or 3?
stole 1, I think, maybe.
It's at least 1.
Well,
Okay.
I think it's time for you to wave your safety wands around.
Bring us home.
Oh, that's beautiful.
If only we had the webcam for that.
Seriously.
All right, so we'll be back here, and well, as soon as I get the ice prepped, we're probably going to be a few minutes late for the next draw, I imagine.
Probably.
But thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you have a
So
good night.
Thanks for putting up with our iffy stream. And
Yeah,
coming back.
iffy stream, iffy commentary.
But you saw all the good ends, I promise.
Yeah.
Well, most of them anyway.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.